All right, so I'm here with Mark and Larsa, and we're going to go through the push the pipeline spreadsheet. I'm going to share my entire screen with you guys.
Shared externally.
And yeah, you should have a new access to this spreadsheet.
Wow.
So yeah, basically this spreadsheet has got the sort of history of pushing stuff. So it's a bit of a mess, but I need to sort of work on cleaning this up. Basically, yeah, we've got this. So going from the last tab, I've got potential families, and this has just got hundreds of things where someone has said, there's this font, you could onboard it. There's lists of places to look for fonts. There's stuff that needs a bit more diligence from me. There's stuff which is OFL that's on the web that we could onboard. That would be a new family. Then there's a bunch of stuff that has been onboarded recently that I need to sort of follow up on and check. That's sort of post onboarding. And then there's a bunch of stuff which is queued up to push sort of like more urgently that could maybe be merged with the potential families tab. And a bunch of stuff that I made notes on as we were doing quick push in May. And then yeah, pre-onboarding tab, same kind of thing. This is all stuff which, and then there's the first tab, ready for engineering push, and this is meant to be, the stuff which is ready to go soon. And so this is actually, this is really still pre-onboarding kind of stuff. And we add, let's see how many rows we've got there. About 50, so I need to add about 50 rows in. And then move all of this stuff over, because at the moment there's only a higher that needs to be pushed. This is all sort of plan stuff. Yeah. So basically, that's kind of what we need to do is that list that you just mentioned, Mark. We need to let's see. So basically, this is going to be like fonts excellent, but fonts excellent workshop of fixes, and then fonts excellent workshop language extensions. And then fonts excellent workshop raising families. Does that make sense? So yeah, so now if we have that list of families, which I think is over here. So this was round one. And so quicksand was a complete redraw. So that one, we need to move that into here. So lobster, that looks like that was just the language extension. Actually, these are kind of almost all the language extensions, not by pixels, right? So yeah, so Mark, are you able to pull up a list of stuff that was bug fixed? Oh, you're muted.
Yes, I can. I created a repository for everything I've bug fixed as well. So since I started this, I'm now on 43 repositories.
Yeah, sweet, sweet.
So it's very, very easy. I can bring up a list and I know which ones are raisin preparations or character settings and which ones are just bug fixes.
Okay.
Would you like me to add them to the spreadsheet somewhere?
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so this pre-onboarding. So you've got
The onboarding page, yep.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, and then you scroll down and it's like at line 60 odd, font excellence workshop raisin families. Hmm.
Well, yeah. So bug fixes. You said there's like nearly 50 of them.
Hmm.
So
Well,
that's the first step.
yeah. Sorry, let me just look at this document longer because it stretches on for like 300-400 columns here. Okay, so you put for bug fixes. Excellent. Okay, I see you're manipulating this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do I have to put in designer and TDF count and fill everything properly?
So you don't have to. We can work on this together, but yes,
We could write a script to do this, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
I'd
it's going to
very
be much
happy.
easier.
Be very happy to do that.
I'm going to go for a run later on, and then I'm probably going to eat a pizza, and I can drop a 20-liner, which will extract all of this, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this by hand. I'd rather kill myself.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Okay, easy. I see what you want.
So foray, that was just a cleanup. Bad script was a cleanup. Pacifico was a full family. So blue, 50, right there. So this is actually going to be a raising that is completely redrawn. Sigma extension alpha slab raising. On time. That was a cleanup. Hines cleanup. I think doesn't allow. And then leader Franklin, that was, I think, just by me. Round two. Raven with a onesie. That was 8% extension. Okay.
Dave, every font that makes it onto Google Fonts, have they all been run through Font Bakery? Because I don't believe this is the case.
No. Font Bakery is been used in a very ad hoc way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some interesting. Like I was fixing some bugs in Nomadic, for example, and Font Bakery figures out that it should be a monospaced font, and then it complains that the monospaced bit is not set, but I think it was never planned to be. So I thought, okay, this is kind of stuff. It's definitely not like forever like that, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise the font would never be
It will never make it.
it would never make it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we will have some fun, I think, with the finalizing process.
Does Felipe know that this carnage is about to begin soon, where we're all using fixed check TTF on his tools?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
brilliant.
he's ready for it. He's very keen to get more.
But it really makes progress. It really
Yeah. He's made super progress so far, but I don't want to know what his next few weeks are going to be like.
Well, I'm keeping the pressure on him.
It's not going to be pretty. I checked out his, I've been using the test TTF thing, and I can conclude the same as Lassie here, where I did get the monospace error, and then you'll get like an error like error, name is not colloquial, and you're like, fantastic, please elaborate further.
And then you open the source and you search where it comes from and what it actually tries to tell you, and then you go mad. You think, okay, this is kind of Kafka-esque dream or something like that. That's such a source file. I mean,
for me, still the biggest problem is the lack of doc strings, because it doesn't explain what he's testing against. So when I had that gasp error problem, I thought, why is this just checking one value? And then I realized TTF auto had generated only fonts with one value, so it's checking that value. So it should be in the doc string explaining, please run this in TTF on TTF auto hint fonts only.
If it had like functions for every test, you had a place to put the doc string, but there's no place to put the doc strings.
Yeah. I file issues, recommending those kinds of changes. I had asked Felipe to make it imperative so that it was extremely straightforward how it worked. Potentially breaking things out so that each chunk of it is, a method with a doc string, and then having a final, so that the main method is then just call each of those things linearly. That would work fine for me.
No, I'm not knocking it. It is really, really good, and I do use a lot of the checks. But it's just at the moment I have never ever been able to make a font pass through Font Bakery's check TTF without it ever complaining. It's never happened, I'm afraid. Yet. The word yet is there.
Yeah, I think we'll have some fun with that.
Yeah. But I mean, I would encourage you to make pull requests.
Yeah. The code is actually quite nice. I mean, everything is very nicely done. It's the organization of it is actually awesome. It's good. It's workable. You can use it, but you just have to read the code to understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's a total mess. It's just, I think from that point it will be easy to kind of organize it better in the future. But it's not like you have to not to throw it away or something like that.
No.
I think it's perfect. It's the best shape it ever had, probably. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. So the spreadsheet, basically, that top section, of tab 2 is sort of ready for the fonts, the little 20-liner thing, that would be super good. And then let's plan to sync up again on Monday, maybe Monday afternoon, and see where things are at. But yeah, basically, as I say, I want to sort of try and get us taking things all the way to the end. So I'm gonna now do some more administration stuff and take a look at the latest state of Font Bakery. I have to prepare the app hire family for the engineers to test Sinhala in the directory, and that threw up a bunch of issues. But I think my copy of Font Bakery was maybe a week or two old, so I'm going to report those issues, and we sort of need to be thinking about how we're going to use the next 3 weeks. So cutting edge stuff that will be preparation of A-type I. Should be, I think, part of the 3-week plan, but not a major part. And making sure that everything is really ready to go in the next 3 weeks is like, that's the number one thing. Because in 3 weeks' time, we're going to sort of shut down the work and switch to documenting and presenting it.
Are you going to present it at A-type I?
No. The advanced stuff that we talked about earlier is what I mean by A-type I. The summit after A-type I. So we've got 1 week for looking ahead, then the week of A-type I, and then 2 weeks, and then the summit. So we have 4 weeks from from now until the summit in New York. And so 3 of them are working, and then 1 of them is preparation.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, I'll chat with you. I'll set something up. Chat on Monday afternoon.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. See you.
All right.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.